Hi everyone and welcome to my makeup video. I'm jumping straight in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer just to give me a nice base, and then color correcting with my NYX Cosmetic Concealer Palette. And then for the first time I am using the NARS foundation in shade Tahoe. It blended nicely, even though it looks a little bit yellow on me at the moment, but it did look nice. Then to contour, I am using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in shade Truffle for the first time, and it was hard to blend, but it did look nice at the end. Just using a brush to push the product into my skin, and as you can see, and then I'm concealing with my Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer in shade W3, and I'm going to use a brush just to blend the product into my skin, and I'm going to finish the blending with a Dump Beauty Blender, as you will see. I'm now going to set the product with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in shade Blondie, and I'm using a powder puff to do that. And for the rest of my face, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix in shade NC 43.5, using a powder brush just to push the product into my skin. And then to bring some warmth back into my place, I'm using the Juvia's Place Bronzer Duo in shade Medium, and I'm using the darker shade at the top. For blush, I am using the Juvia's Place Blush Duo, again, just for my cheekbones and a little bit of my nose. And then this is the Nedinola, I can't remember what it's called. Now this has got 3 products in, but I'm using the highlighter just to bring some shine into my face. And then for my eyes, I'm using the Revolution in collab with Sophie. Now this collab is old, but I always try to find the palette because I like it so much. Yeah. Now I'm using a black eyeliner pencil just on my waterline, and then I'm going to top that up with my Clarins eyeliner just to give me a wing on my eyes, just to have that signature look, my go-to look. Now for my eyebrows, I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and then I'm going to top it up with the NYX eyebrow tint. And I'm actually questioning my decision right now because this is the first time of me doing this method. I always use a brow pencil, and now I'm just using the same concealer palette that I used before to color correct. I'm using it this time just to clean up my brows and see how it goes. Now for my lashes, I am using a sample of the Lancome Idol mascara. I've had it for some time, and I was given it when I went to buy perfume, but I love it so much that I'm going to buy the full size. And then I am moving on to my lips, and I'm using the Maybelline lip liner. It is quite pigmented and is a little bit darker than I'm used to, but I make it work. It is beautiful, and I'm going to use my finger just to blend it in nicely, as you can see. And now we're moving on to the Huda Beauty lip blush in shade Peachy Kiss. It is what it says it is. It's actually a blush and not a lip gloss or a lipstick, because it dries down really fast. So I did top it up with this e.l.f. lip gloss, which is a beautiful color, and that's the whole look. I'm setting everything with this L'Oreal Infallible setting spray, and that's the finished look. Thank you for watching.